Sign up today to catch all the major Cropover events live online on cropover.cbc.bb. We've got you covered. Soca Monarch Finals, $53 or $26 US. Pick of the Crop Finals, $62 or $30 US. And Grand Kadooment, $22 Barbados dollars or $11 US. Don't be left out. Log on now to cropover.cbc.bb and book. CBC, taking Cropover to the world.
This segment brought to you in association with Burger King.
It's time for our first look at sports now, and we say good evening to Anne-Marie.
Well, good evening, Lisa. I think there's a debate that will go on and on, but Jofra Archer's decision to represent World Cup champions England is still a contentious issue here in Barbados. Archer, who is Barbadian by birth, had played an Under-19 World Cup for the West Indies before moving to England. He immediately declared his intention to play for his new country and would have met the qualification requirement by virtue of his father being from England. Cricket analyst and commentator Keith Holder, who was a guest on this morning's talk show Let's Talk About It on QFM, says it's unfair to ridicule Archer for choosing to play for England.
To set the record straight, Jofra Archer is not blaming the Barbados Cricket Association or Conde Riley. He was treated well by the people at Sussex. He is a fairy tale man, and I don't think we need to go on with this argument. And I will also read quotes from Ricky Elcock to talk. If you want to blame anybody attacking the Barbados authorities, it's Ricky Elcock, and I will share that with the public. Jofra Archer turned up in the nets as a netball at Weymouth. Impressed when England came here. Impressed the same gentleman, Ricky Elcock. He describes now Ricky Elcock as like a brother to him. Okay? Nobody talks about Ricky Elcock, you know. Ricky Elcock played first class for Barbados 2 straight seasons. Who does he represent now? England, just the other day. 3 decades ago, what people are now crucifying Jofra Archer for, Ricky Elcock, who played for Barbados, which Jofra Archer never did, said, look, these people down here treat me right. England looking after me. I gone. Back off Jofra Archer.
It's also being revealed today that Archer was grieving over the death of his cousin in Barbados during his team's success at the Cricket World Cup on Sunday. 24-year-old Ashantio Blackman was shot dead outside his home in St. Philip the day after England's World Cup campaign started with a win over South Africa back in May. Despite the shocking news, Archer finished as England's leading wicket taker with 20 wickets in 11 innings during the World Cup. He also bowled the super over, which Ian Morgan's side clinched their victory against New Zealand in Sunday's dramatic final at Lord's. Well, who do we blame for West Indies' failed campaign at the World Cup in England and Wales? Is it the poor planning by the Cricket West Indies? Is it the change in coaching staff at the last minute before the tournament? Or does it boil down to the players themselves? Well, last night, CBC's Damien Best gave a synopsis on the World Cup and the final. Tonight, he has some points to consider about the Windies.
The West Indies had a good chance on paper to cause some upsets at the ICC World Cup. But deep down inside, we all knew it was going to be a tough task for them to win the majority of their matches and qualify against higher-ranked opposition in the tournament. The Windies, with a mixture of World Cup debutants and a couple senior players, were not going to suddenly transform into world beaters overnight. And it certainly had nothing to do with the change in coaching.
For us personally, it was very disappointing that we didn't get into the Final Four. I thought that we played good cricket every game, but just didn't, cross over the line. Most of the games, game against Australia, against New Zealand, Sri Lanka, all those games we won 85-90% of the game, but still didn't cross the line. So, it's been tough. It's been tough, but a lot of positives came out the World Cup. In terms of building our cricket, the guys bought into the brand of cricket we wanted to play, and we have to continue to build on that. We have some young guys in the side who we want to go forward with and build West Indies cricket to where it belongs.
Like Reefer said, many fans believe the Windies should have won more matches than the 2 against Pakistan and Afghanistan. But the game is played on the day, and from the mistakes made, it is clear to see that winning is a habit, but losing is contagious.
Regardless of what happens behind the scenes, we have to go out there and play the cricket. So it doesn't matter what happened the week before, the day before, 2 years before. It's about crossing that line and playing the hardest that you can for the region.
The good news is that in 4 years' time at the 2023 World Cup, the young players in the current team like Nicholas Pooran, Shimron Hetmar and Shea Hope would have matured even more and their abilities vastly improved. We have to first trust in the investment by allowing them to play freely and not place the weight of a West Indies revival squarely on their shoulders.
If we don't improve and learn from this experience, then we're not going anywhere, we did not learn anything. So I'm sure that we're going to use this as basically a platform for the next 4 years, and hopefully we can have something stronger and build more momentum early in the tournament and take it on through to the semis and final.
For me, the upcoming series against India is another opportunity to give more youngsters a run. Chris Gayle is perhaps the only senior player I would keep right now, considering his recent performances against England in the Caribbean. Meantime, Andre Russell is on the mend, and despite his shortcomings at the World Cup and subsequent re-injury of his knee, we must give him another chance once fully fit to make amends. A player with his ability should not be discarded. West Indies have a long way to go in order to improve in limited overs cricket. Our current 9th position in the team rankings is a reflection of our poor record in the format, having not won a series since 2014. Let's hope the West Indies can turn things around in the not too distant future. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Barbados went down in defeat to Zimbabwe this evening at the Netball World Cup in Liverpool, England. The Bajan Gems trailed in all the quarters at 17-11, 33-19, 48-31 before losing the game 66-41. Goal shooter Shonika Wharton led the Gems, shooting 27 of her 29 attempts, assisted with a perfect 7 from Brianna Holder, and Shaniqua Thomas had 6 from 9. Zimbabwe's win came thanks to shooter Pauline Jani's 50 from 52 attempts. Gotak Sharon Bonali had 11 from 15, and Ursa Endeluvu shot 5 from 6. Barbados will play against Northern Ireland on Thursday. Well, Barbados continued their impressive campaign on the second day of the 2019 Junior Caribbean Area Squash Association Championships at the Queen's Park Cricket Club in Trinidad and Tobago, qualifying for 6 of the 10 available age group singles finals from last night's semis. In the girls under 11 category, Phoebe Gittins defeated Tiana Gomez of Guyana 11-4, 11-1, 11-5 to continue her unbeaten run. In the girls under 13, Ebony Avili, she won from Sanjana Nabatali of Jamaica 11-4, 11-3, 11-3. In the girls under 15, the number 1 ranked Sumar Suleiman, she beat Sigourney Williams of Trinidad at 2, 2, and 3. In the boys under 17, Darian Ben needed 4 sets to get by Samuel Ince Carvalhal of Guyana 11-6, 7-11, 14-12, 11-9. In the girls under 19, the number 1 ranked Megan Best, she defeated teammate Jodie Smith-Padmore at Love, and 2. And in the boys under 19, number 1 Kamal Kamabach, he reached the finals by defeating Ayana Smith of Bermuda at 3, 5, and 8. Well, India A defeated West Indies A by 148 runs in the third one-day of the 5-match series at the Viv Richards Cricket Ground today. Batting first, India A posted 295 for 6 off their 50 overs. Manish Pandey, he smashed an even 100, and Subham Gill added 77. Raheem Cornwall and Romario Shepherd, they both took 2 wickets each. In reply, West Indies A fell way short of 147 off 34.2 overs. Kemo Paul led with 34, Sunil Ambrose, he added 30, and John Campbell 21. It was Krunal Pandya with 5 for 25 that dismantled the West Indies A batting lineup.